All right, good evening, everybody. This is Matt Shinny on the call, and we are joining you at the home of your Apponequet Lakers. We have Zachary McMahon on the cam. Like I said, Matt Shinny on the call, all alone tonight, but we'll make it do. Tonight we have the Bishop Stang Spartans visiting our Lakers. And the Spartans are coming off of a 47-0 victory in the past couple weeks, whereas the Lakers just barely earned their first win of the season, about 9 games into the season. Not the best description to have of your season, I will say. But the Lakers have been fighting like dogs every single time they come out, despite the late first win in this season. So we are having the first kickoff, opening kickoff. Lakers are set to receive. I believe that is Procaccini in the backfield. That is sophomore Gwinnett kicking off. And Procaccini breaks free. Procaccini's got a hole. He's going. And he might go all the way. No one is going to stop him. Touchdown, Procaccini. First play of the game. No flags. No holding. What a statement to start off the game by the Lakers. Man, that's got to feel good. Now it looks like we're set to have the kicking team come out for the PAT. That is Colin Sear, set to make the kick. And man, I will tell you, that kid can do it all. He'll kick it, he'll catch it. And it is good for the PAT. That'll have the Lakers leading with 7-0 up against Bishop Stang Spartans. What an opening drive for the Lakers. And I haven't seen something like that from these guys this year. It's usually been a slow start. It's usually been a dogfight. And, excited to see bold opening statement here as we got the Laker cheerleaders serenading us. Thank you, ladies. Now it is a rather chilly night here in Lakeville. The weather app says 52, but it's feeling a little bit more like 39. And the Lakers set to kick off. Forgot my binoculars at home, so I'm not able to see who's in the backfield, but looks like the Spartans got a dual backfield for this kick return, as that is number 4, Nathan Sorecchia, set to kick off with a squib kick. And that is a senior, Wally Fisher, falling on the football. Good instinct by Fisher. They're about to be on the 46, looks like there. Not bad fielding for the start of the drive here for the Spartans. So we have our quarterback for the Spartans. The handoff straight up the middle. Not for much, a couple yards. Right up. That was number 13. Travis Enriquez, looks like we'll be seeing a lot of touches from him tonight, as he might be their starting running back, if their roster does not lie to me. We got Brock Winslow under the center, looking for the snap. Second down, up the middle to Henriquez again. No, not to Henriquez. That was a QB keep. They faked some of the defensemen and the commentator, it seems, for a first down. Moving the chains. Winslow back, commanding his men. Start of this next set of downs. He is under the center again. We got dual receivers, both ends of the field. And we're going to have an option. And the Lakers shut that down. That is Bryce Figueroa with the read and the green cleats. Very fashionable on the play. And he is feeling it. Yeah, looks second and 12 or 11. We'll see. Winslow back commanding his men again. Really held onto the ball for a bit too long that play, and I think that's what was the Achilles heel there. Under the snap, under the center, looking for the snap. Feeds it up the middle, gets a couple yards to bring him for the third down right over the start of that set of downs. Looks like they need about 8. And it's going to be third and pretty much long. Spartans are going to need something bold here to keep this drive going, unless they want to give it back to the Lakers for a chance to score right again after that opening kick return. We got Winslow under the center. He's going for that option again. He keeps it, and he is short. Gets about 5 yards, but he is short for a fourth down. We'll see if the Spartans are going to go for it. Looks like they need about a yard or 2 to go. They are a little bit too far to go for the kick, but a little bit too close into enemy territory to be thinking about a punt, so they're probably going to go for this one. As I am shivering in the stands. And we got Winslow under the center. 2 receivers deep on the right. Hands it off up the middle. Looks like he might have been shut down. I don't think he got it. That pile came backwards as they went down. What's the referee signaling here? He calls first. Lucky break for the Spartans. Looks like we're going to have a man change on the Lakers. We've got about a similar depth chart size for the two teams here, as we got Winslow again under the snap for this first down with the toss. And he has got a hole. Oh, fumble! Ball is loose. Looks like the Lakers might have gotten on it. No, I think the Spartans might have landed on it in the end zone. I wish we had an instant replay. Henriquez, the senior, with the carry, promising up the middle, and then he fumbled it right at the goal line. Looks like the Spartans were able to recover it about a yard short of the end zone. So we got Winslow under the center. 2 receivers on either end. And up the middle. Looks like he's going to get shut down. Good job, Dubois. And I think that was number 50 for the Lakers. Number 58, that is Aaron Procaccini. He is the older Procaccini on the team. We got a younger brother, Joe Proc, who is a junior, who had that opening drive touchdown. And not to mention their older brother, Caleb, is a bit of a Laker legend. We got a bit of help in the backfield for Winslow. Motion in the back. And QB keep up the middle for the touchdown. The Spartans able to answer, making it 7-6 with about 6.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. And gotta say, that was a hard-fought drive, ate up about half the quarter, but they were able to answer. And it looks like they are going for the kick. Would not be surprised if they wanted to go for some sort of trickery here. Kind of punched Lakers back in the face after that opening touchdown. And that kick looks to be good as it smacks the American flag. That will bring us to a tie game with about half the first quarter to go, 7-7. And the Lakers are going to have to answer. We'll be back the next drive. All right, and we are back on LakeCAM with some Apponequet football action as the Bishop Stang Spartans are getting ready to kick it off to your Apponequet Lakers. And looks like that is Dubois. No, that is Figueroa in the back. I recognize it because of those neon cleats. Thank you, Figueroa, for making this easy on me. We got number 15, Nathan Zexter, kicking it off. Line drive right to Figueroa. He's got some momentum. Bringing it upfield again. And he's able to get to about the 36, 37-yard line. But we got a flag on the play. We'll see what they're going to call here. That'll be interesting to see. I didn't see a flag, but certainly they did. We hear a block in the black. I'm not questioning their call. I just didn't see it. And that's going to bring us back a bit, which is not good for the Lakers. Not a good way to start this drive, not at all. They're about the 14, 16-yard line. My vision failing me at my elderly 23 age. And looks like Knessa is going to hand it up the middle. That is his first snap of the game, thanks to that opening touchdown from Procaccini. Can't talk about it enough. And Knessa running back out to lead his men. Just under 6 minutes into this first quarter. So the Lakers are deep into their own territory. We got Knessa under the snap, and it's going to be a false start, I believe. Flag's thrown. We'll see what the official calling's going to be. Yep. That is unfortunate. It's really not a good way to follow up that strong opening drive for the Lakers, I will say. It's a bit of a momentum killer. You know, you really knocked him right in the nose with a knuckle sandwich. Oh, and a dropped fumble on Knessa. That's a blown-up play. The Lakers are falling under the pressure. He's able to save it a little bit. stop it from having any loss in the play, but we are looking at a 3rd and long, possible 3 and out for the Lakers, which is not a good way to follow up an opening drive. Bishop Stang controlling the game right now, as they may be getting the ball back after giving the Lakers only 2 minutes on the football field, or the offensive side of the football field. And another blown up play on the Lakers, as that is Knessa taking the hit. I heard right. That was, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't hear what the PA said, but there was a big sack for Bishop Stang on that play. Shout out to whoever made it. Number 16. And the punt of the Lakers is going to fall at about their own 36-yard line. Running to some problem with the wind tonight. Like I said, it's a breezy and chilly night here in Lakeville at the home of the Lakers. We have about 3.5 minutes left to go in the first, as the Spartans look to take the field again on the offensive side. Brock Winslow, with a name straight out of the UFC, is set to get under center again. Senior quarterback from Rochester, with the toss off to number 7, Luke Oliveira, and that play is blown up. Good job on the Lakers reading that. Not a lot of passing so far in this game, which seems to be a trend with these windy nights here in southeastern Massachusetts. Last game I watched of the Lakers, I believe there was about 6 passes the entire game, which is unfortunate because, as you all know, my favorite player of the Lakers is Colin Sear, and he is their star wide receiver, but you know, they didn't really throw it to him that night, which stunk. But we will see Brock Winslow under the center again. Motion. And a flag early on the play. Winslow's able to get a couple yards, but it's probably going to get brought back. We'll see where they, where old Stripes McGee calls that. Looks like he's calling that on the offense. Nope, the defense. So we are starting to notice a pattern for the Lakers here with these self-induced penalties, and it's been a problem with them this season. It's strong starts and then followed by shooting themselves in the foot. Hopefully we'll see a change here early on in the game as Winslow gets under center again. We've got a lot of receivers on the left. It's a toss to 13. Looks like he's able to get it to about a yard past the line of scrimmage, which brings us to 3rd down at about 4-5 yards. 58 on the tackle. That's Aaron Procaccini with a strong defensive game early on, making his name heard tonight. So we are going to be 3rd down. As the Lakers, if they're going to want to keep the momentum from getting over to the Spartans, they're going to need to shut them down here. So if they get a first down, they're going to be pretty close to scoring territory. And the QB is going to make an option, and he's got some room. He's going to go number 7 for the Spartans. Luke Oliveira, the senior running back, able to bring it to about the 7-yard line. Definitely a first down. Moving the chains. What a play. No, I think that's the 11-yard line. This is dangerous territory here for the Lakers. We got a lot of help in the backfield. 2 receivers deep left. We are going to push it up the middle for the Spartans. Gain a couple yards. I think that's a QB keep. Yep. Winslow up to keep. Got about 50 seconds left in this game. Or in this quarter. Thank you for the correction there. And about 30 seconds left. Similar formation for the Spartans. Winslow under the center, looking to find the end zone again. Hands it to 13 up the middle. And that is number 1, 11, and number 9 to shut him down. That's Lundgren, Cavallo, and Procaccini. Joe Proc on the tackle, shutting him down for third down. Big third down as we are going to approach the timeout here. 7-7. Oh, no, not a timeout. Clock ran out. So 7-7. Tie game for the Lakers as they are dangerously close to being scored on once again. We're going to be switching sides here. And we are back on LakeCAM as we have switched sides. We have your Spartans looking like they're about to score. Third down. Possible QB keep. And Winslow with another touchdown. Feeling confident in the end zone as they are dominating early on in this game. You know, we've seen strong opening from the Lakers, but that was really about it. You know, luckily for them, it's 7-14, so they're not that far behind. But it's really been not much from your boys in blue since that opening kickoff. And the Spartans out for the kick, looking to make it 14-7, as we are still about pretty early on into the second quarter. That is number 15 for the Spartans. It is good. That is Nathan Zexter, the junior from Dartmouth. And the Lakers were on the ropes, folks. We're going to have to see him bring something out here to try to get back into this game. It is a chilly night here, as I am debating using this roster as a tissue. I forgot to bring some with me, but I'm going to try to avoid that. Maybe use my glove or something. As your Lakers are set to return. Looks like you got Proc in the backfield. And you found success with him early on this game in the backfield with that touchdown. See if we can do it again. Zexter, after that PAT, is going to kick it off. Got about 56 minutes or 56 seconds left with a squiff kick. They don't want to give it to Proc. And a good catch by Lundgren. early up in that line for the Lakers. Good job falling down. Good instinct. You know, good fundamentals from Lundgren, the senior. And that'll bring us to the opening drive for the Lakers in this second quarter. That is Knessa handing it off to Lundgren for about 1 yard, 1 to 2 yards. Now we are on the second down. And looks like my prediction is going to be true tonight. Looks like this wind is going to be scaring the QBs away from going deep too much, at least. We haven't seen it really at all tonight. And just as I say that, Knessa going for the pass. And Sarechia is not able to come down with it. And that is unfortunate because that might mean the quarterback will not be told to throw it too many more times, considering it didn't just work right there. We all know how much we love a passing game as the Lakers look to get a first with this third down and long. Knessa under the center. Lundgren in the backfield. Motion. Handing it off twice. And you got to make a block there. You got to get some room for your man. And Dubois is going to get shut down after that, you know, for most of it, well taken care of trick play, the double jet sweep. But it's not going to be much of use as the Lakers are looking to punt again in this second quarter. And we have a timeout from Blue, as it looked like they might have had too many players on the field. Too many players, a lot of penalties early on in this game. Doesn't sound like a coach on the Lakers is too happy with our crew right now. I wouldn't be either after the penalties that followed the strong opening. And we will be back here on LakeCAM. Back from timeout. Hopefully the Lakers head coach snaps some sense into these guys. And the fans scream offsides, no call. As the punt is returned by number 7, Oliveira. And he is going to be piled on by Procaccini, Knessa, all their usual guys for the Lakers. Pretty good field range for the start as they're going to be in the 35, their own 35. And gotta say, it's not looking good for our dogs. We got Winslow under the snap once again. Looks like that's their go-to formation tonight. With the motion from Oliveira, tossing it over to him. And he's going to push through the traffic for about 14 yards, bringing him to the half. Sorry, I just burped into the mic. And that is first and then some for the Spartans. So we have about 10 minutes left in the second quarter. And as much as I hate it when they don't pass it too much, that does mean that the clock is going to be moving through most of the game, which is something to be thankful for, as it feels like it is about 40 degrees in Lakeville. Under the lights, Winslow with the toss over to Oliveira, and a near first down run once again for the senior. Senior to senior connection. We got some good local guys making sure me and the PAs get the right calls tonight. As we got a motion in the backfield and a flag on the play. Some disappointment heard on the field. I don't understand the decision there. I don't understand the call on that there by the refs. But then again, I'm a video guy, not a football guy. So we are back again after that penalty. The Spartans set again with Winslow under the center. And he's going to keep it going wide with some room, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds a little bit past the 20. Lundergan on the tackle, and we are moving the chains, and that is a elite play by Winslow, finding the hole, keeping the ball when he knows he should. He probably was set to make it past that play, but he made a read and he kept the ball, getting a first down for his Dogs. And we are in red zone territory, as they call it in the big leagues. The Lakers need to make a stop here. And another toss to Oliveira for a couple of yards, it looks. Not much, as it's going to be 2nd and 8. And it's not looking good for your Lakers here. Shout out to number 70 for your Lakers, Eli Bertoncini. Hopefully I said that name right. That's an interesting one with the tackle. Shout out to that junior making the stop there. And the usual formation for the Spartans. And looks like they're going for a pass. Oh, and an interception! That is interception by Troy Cavallo, the sophomore. And that, I'll tell you folks, that's exactly what the Lakers needed to turn this game around. Gave him the pressure. Looked like Winslow was getting ready to try to throw it away or something, and he dumped it right into the hands of number 9, Cavallo. So they got some work cut out for them, though, as they are at their own 11. A whole field to go with about 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go on the clock. Enough time to get something out of this drive here. And a screen pass. He's got some men in front of him. He's able to get a decent run out of that after the carry for about 8 yards over the line of scrimmage. That looks like 8. This looks like a probable first down, a desperate first down for the Lakers, as they're going to need to try to score here. And I'll tell you, if they're able to score and take off enough time, they should be able to gain the momentum back right before half. Knessa under the snap. Handing it off up the middle. Looks like about a yard gain, if that. That is the younger Procaccini brother up the middle. And despite the tackle from 59 on the Spartans, we're moving the chains, which is a desperate change of pace for the Lakers, as they haven't really seen much success since the first couple seconds of this game. 5 minutes left before the half, as he's handing it off to Proc again. He's able to get free. Big hit from 14 on Stang. That's Braden Furtado knocking Procaccini out of bounds. Good job holding the ball, and he's able to get nearly a first down, about 2 yards to go. As we are short and second for another first, looking for another first down for the Lakers. And we got Knessa under the snap. We got Proc in the backfield. Couple men stacked as receivers. And that's going to be shut down. And looks like the Spartans have figured out the recipe the Lakers have been cooking with in this drive. They might need to go to the drawing board. 3rd and short on a desperate conversion for the Lakers. A much needed one, as we haven't seen too many of them tonight, of our boys in blue. But if they're able to get it here and capitalize on this drive, it might be the rebound they need to get the momentum back in their favor. We got Collins here, deep left side of the field, in receiver. Procaccini in the backfield, handoff. He's able to get free a little bit, spin move, and it looks like he is good for the first down. Fighting for that first down. Procaccini fought for every inch he needed on that play. I think he just got that first. As we got Lundgren coming off the field. The Lakers nearing half field as we have about 3 minutes left. Knessa's going for a pass, and he's good to see her. About first down over the half field line. Collins here finally waking up this late into the game. We got about 3 minutes left, and Knessa finding his usual target. Looking like he may go for him again, as he's going for another pass. And that's Dubois making a play, but there's a flag on the play. I really hope they are not calling offensive pass interference. If they call offensive pass interference, I am going to question if they are paying off these refs. And the boys should be able to play, as you know, the defender ran into the offensive player trying to make a play. I'm not going to call that of pass interference, but once again, I'm the cameraman, not a ref. And first and long, Canessa going for the pass again. Dubois making the reception, but it is blown up. And looks like another flag. Might be on the defense, I think, this time. Yep, on the defense. So that is going to bring us basically back to where that, in my opinion, pass that was called back would have been. Right or wrong in my book. And the Lakers with a first down. Not sure who the penalty was on, but nonetheless, we have a timeout. Not sure by who. But with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter, we will be back on LakeCAM with the Lakers in shotgun position. Procaccini by Canessa's side. We've got about 4 receivers out for the Lakers. And Proc up the middle. And he's got some room. And it looks like he is either for a first or very close. And we are moving the chains. And upon a quick first down, just under 2 minutes left, approaching halftime, the Lakers are looking anxious for this tying up touchdown. You hear the cheerleaders, they want 6. 3 receivers on the left, Canessa's firing, and it is too much for Sear to pull down. And I'm going to say, folks, I really wanted him to catch that. I'm not going to lie. I really did. I used to throw touchdown passes to that kid when he was 6 years old. And here he is. And similar formation for the Lakers. Canessa looking to fire. Going shorter this time. To Proc. Not for much. Procaccini brought down a little bit behind the line of scrimmage for the third down. Timeout by the Lakers. And I will say, folks, I'm getting a little nervous. I really hope they score here. And we will be back from timeout on LakeCAM. All right, and we are back from timeout on LakeCAM with a much-needed third down conversion attempt. We got things being thrown from the stands on the field. Canessa under pressure, rolling, and he is shut down deep. That looks like number 24 for Bishop Stang. No, I think that was Wally Fisher and number 7, Luke Oliveira, with a co-sack, if I hear correctly from the PA. And the Lakers are obviously going to go for it. They're down. We got 40 seconds left. It's fourth down. We can probably expect Canessa pulling out the rifle on this one, going deep. He's got Joe Prock back with him. And might as well go for a timeout. You got one left. This is most likely the final play of the half. If they're able to get a first down on this, I don't see why they're not going to score. So it's probably going to be the last play of the half, at least for the Lakers. And there's some commotion in the stands. Looks like there's something being thrown around. Yep, they're throwing around a Pickle Rick stuffed animal, folks. As we come back from timeout. Big play needed from the Lakers. 4th down conversion, 20 seconds left. Canessa dropping back. Under pressure, rolling deep. Firing to Prock. He's going to make a play here. Loses 2 men. And he's shut down. Good heart by the junior. We're going to see a turnover with about 7 seconds left. Most likely probably going to just run it out here and bring us to halftime by Stang. Can't imagine they're going to go for something too crazy here. With the lead and about 80 yards to go. And looks like they take a knee to bring us to halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a chilly night here, November in Lakeville. Matt Shinney alone on the call. Zach McMahon by himself on the cam. We will be back in the second half on LakeCAM. And welcome back, folks. Matt Shinney here on the call. Zach McMahon on the cam. We are returning from halftime with a little bit of a disappointing end of the first half for the Lakers, as it looked like they were close on tying up the game. They weren't able to capitalize on that pretty strong drive they were having, which has got to be a dagger in the morale for the Lakers, as we are about 14-7, Bishop Stang leading. Beginning of halftime. It is a frosty night. You see many of Laker and fans and Bishop Stang fans alike in the fans section with their heated jackets and blankets alike. Not too many in the opposing section, as there really isn't at bleachers for the opposing team. Might want to get on that, guys, but that's a discussion for maybe one of the old town hall meetings. So both teams take the fields as the Lakers look to kick off. Dual backfield for the Bishop Stang Spartans. Who do we got? I can't see who we've got back there. So that's Oliveira and Henriquez, I think. Yep, Oliveira and Henriquez. I know I'm saying at least one of those names right. So we got number 4 set to kick for the Lakers with a squib to start off. And Serechia squibbed it off to number 5, number 55, Gannett, Andrew Gannett, who is the younger brother of Thomas Gannett, both members of the Spartan O-line. It's neat. You don't see that too often. Two teams, both got brothers on the same team. Two brothers on the O-line. We got Winslow under the snap for the opening drive of the half. And we're going to hand it off. And he's got a hole. He's got some room. And that is number 13, Henricks, almost getting free, but looks like that was number 78 for the Lakers, Cullen Wilson Jr., saving the Lakers from what could have been a devastating outcome opening off this drive. Now the Spartans set to go again. And not much there. Winslow handing it off, but shut down by the Lakers, bringing us to second down. We got number 8 for the Spartans and number 14 for the Spartans lining up at receiver. Winslow under the center, handing it off to Henricks, and it is shut down again by the Lakers, dogpiled by your boys in blue. Third and long for the Spartans. Now that was a real good job by Proc and the rest of the guys getting in, shutting that down. We got Winslow. Looks like a false start from the Spartans. That's going to bring them back behind where they started at this start of the set of downs, I should say. And third and longer for the Spartans. Slow beginning in the second half. And the Spartans coming out the huddle. Similar formation. We got Winslow under center. He's got some help in the backfield. Motion by Oliveira, handing it off. Nope, he's keeping it. He's able to get free, and he's down at about 6-7 yards. Couldn't help myself there. And that's going to be fourth down for the Spartans. They are in trouble here. Looking for a crucial fourth down conversion. Not going for the punt here. And it is shut down by the Lakers. Group tackle. Turnover. Putting the ball back in the hands of your Apponequet Lakers. That was a good read by the Lakers. It looks like they were going for that same, option play where Winslow's either going to keep it last second or he's going to give it away. And he gave it away, and they knew that was coming. They shut it down. Lakers coming out here on the offensive side. Knessa under the center, handing it off to Lundgren for a decent gain up the middle, about 8 yards. Seven. My bad. Second down. Boy, it is brisk out here tonight, folks. I'll tell you. Shotgun formation from the Lakers. Handoff. Looks like it's not going to be much, as he runs right into no man's land at the line of scrimmage. Bringing us to third down and about 5 or so yards, it looks like, for the Lakers. Crucial here for the Lakers, as the Spartans failed to come out of halftime with the momentum. You know, 3 and out, or turnover, I should say, to start off. Lakers need to capitalize here if they want to take momentum from the opposing team. Knessa keeps it, and it is shut down. Number 8 for Stang. That is Jack Ellsworth stopping the Knessa to Sear connection. And that is going to be a desperate 4th down attempt from the Lakers. And it looks like they might be bunting it, because the last thing they're going to want to do is give the Spartans the ball at this point in the field with this much time, with the lead, possibly giving them a chance to make it 21-7. Playing it safe here. Going for the punt. And it is not good. That's not what you like to see from special teams. That won't be up to much use. That'll put the ball about 20 yards deeper. And the Spartans take the field again. Once again. Similar formation. Winslow under center. Motion in the backfield. Jet sweep to Oliveira. And he is dog-piled on. Number 9, number 2. Few others on the tackle, keeping him from getting too much damage. But still a short conversion here, as we're on 2nd down. Only about 4 yards needed to get that first for the Spartans. Here we go. And the toss over to number 13. That's Henriquez. Or Henricks. And not much. Gets to about the line of scrimmage as we are on 3rd down. They do that again. Could be Laker ball real soon. Just need one more stop from the Lakers. Now it's a dogfight getting later on in this game. We're only about halfway left of the 3rd quarter. And we have a timeout on the field. 14-7. 6 minutes and 15 left in the 3rd. And we will be back on LakeCAM. And back from timeout on LakeCAM. We got a jet sweep. And he's got some room. Number 7 for Stang is going all the way. That is Oliveira for a touchdown. Number 7 adding 6 to the board. And that's not looking good for your Lakers, folks, as it is now a 2-score game deep into the third. Coming out, looks like they have the kicking team. A rare lack of 2-point conversions for this high school season in this game. We haven't seen a single one. And the kick is good. That is number 15, Nathan Zexter. Lakers rocked against the ropes, down by 2 scores. Gonna need to pull something out here if they're gonna want to get back into this game. Here on LakeCAM. And we are back with about 6 minutes left in this game. Lakers set to receive. About two-score game. Yep, 2-score. I can do math. Number 7, Figueroa receiving. And he's able to bring it to about the 25-26 yard line. All right, return. Can't complain about that start and field, Luke. And the Lakers set to field the ball. Paxton Canessa out there, getting ready to lead his troops. Am I blocking you at all? Looks like we got an injury timeout on the play as we have local legend Dave Nassif making his way to the field. And that's not Nassif? Dang it. That's embarrassing. That's just a guy who looks like Dave Nassif from afar. Yeah, they probably got similar bench presses as the PA. And shout out to the local fan for correcting me, Mr. Nassif. We miss you. But shout out to that EMT as well. No hate, but you're not Mr. Nassif. Anyways, back to normal scheduled programming. Canessa firing into the dirt. Looks like Proc was moving on adrenaline. He picked up a spiked football and was about to run with it as if it was handed to him. Sometimes that's what happens, folks. You're just going off instinct. Ball's in his hands. He's going to move. And the Lakers with the second down here and 10. Canessa in the shotgun, no help in the backfield. Firing deep. Bah! Nobody home. Intended for number 11, the younger Procaccini. You know what, folks? I'll tell you. I thought he had that one. I thought he did. Disappointing. That's the thing about football. You get your hopes up for those big plays. You see that ball soaring. You just want them to bring it down. Let's get some points on this board, you know? Lakers. Shotgun formation. Knessa looking to fire. And off the fingertips of Procaccini. And that is 4th and 10 for the Lakers. With about a little under 6 minutes to go. They are most likely going to punt it here. You never know. Being under by 2 scores, I wouldn't be surprised if they are really against giving back this football to the Stang Spartans. But nonetheless, they are in the punting formation. And a bottle cap flies by my face, throwing me off my game. But they're going to let the ball fall at about the 37, 36 yard line. Giving the Spartans, something to work for here. Not giving them too easy a starting position. Got to find the positives at this point in the game with a 2-score lead on the Lakers. The Lakers are looking to fight back into this game with about 5.5 minutes left. And Winslow under the center. Firing, and too much zip on it. Oliveira not able to bring it down. Bringing us to our second down. I gotta say, I'm liking it. I do appreciate the passes. But, let's try to complete them so this clock can keep going. It's cold out here. November. Lakeville. Unfortunately, LakeCAM does not give us heated jackets. Winslow under center. Tossing it to Oliveira. Running into traffic. But there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it's on. We'll see if it's on our boys in blue or the Spartans. So that'll bring them to 3rd and 12 as opposed to, I think it would be 2nd and 15 if they accepted that holding penalty. So, interesting to see which chips he's going for, the head coach of the Lakers. And 3rd and long for the Spartans. Winslow under center. Motion in the backfield. Rolling deep. Firing to the left. The screen is dropped, and that will bring us to 4th down. Pass was intended for Oliveira. He had his hands on it, but couldn't bring it down. Back to the drawing board for the Spartans. We'll see if someone's going to go for the trick punt at some point. I don't know. I haven't seen a single game this season without a trick punt. So we'll see. Nope. Plain Jane to Figueroa. A little bit of trickery on the return. And now he's piled up at about the 36. Lakers taking it out the field. We'll see if they got something else cooked up here. Last couple attempts have been unsuccessful. Haven't found success, haven't found the end zone since the opening of this game at that early kickoff where they returned it. So we'll see if their luck will turn. I don't know. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left. Shotgun formation. That's Lundgren in the backfield. Canessa firing. I think that hit the dirt. No good. That was intended for Dubois. I'm not sure how to say that fella's name, but he is a crucial part to this team. Just hasn't been found too much tonight. Last game I had the honor of watching, he was a very critical part of the Lakers' first win. See if he's got something up his sleeve tonight. Shotgun formation again. Canessa bringing out the rifle, firing to Sear. And he's brought out of bounds. At about 3rd and 7? 3rd and 8? This is a very doable conversion. And it is as crucial as it is doable for these Lakers. We got about 4 minutes as the clock ticks down, even though he was out of bounds. That's weird. And Lundgren is shut down by number 24 for the Bishop Stang Spartans. And that is Lyric Ramos. You don't see that name often. Lyric Ramos. Huh. Good play to the junior from Taunton. Canessa back from the huddle with his coach. They are going for it, obviously, late into this game. Looking for Sear, and he is not able to find him. A little too much zip on it. And that's going to be an unfortunate turnover for the Lakers. Now, this deep in the game, 3 minutes left in the third. If the Spartans are able to have a good drive and, you know, at least take this clock down quite a bit before they score, or at the very least give it back to the Lakers, if they take down the clock, it's going to be not much left to work. Too little too late for these Lakers to come back. Under center, handing it off to Hendricks. About 2-yard gain for the Spartans as the clock is ticking late in this third quarter. It is looking dire for our boys in blue, folks. Roller coaster of a game here. You know, we saw the opening blow from the Lakers, but not much. We've seen some hints of success. They've smelt the end zone, but they haven't tasted it since the early beginning. And fumble on the play. He's able to pick it up, and he is loose. And he is gone. That's which number is that? 15. My eyes are failing me at my elderly age of 23. Congrats to Nathan Exter. The kid can do it all. He can kick. He can make a play that has fallen apart into a touchdown as the Spartans lead 27-7. Looking to make it 28-7. About 2 minutes left in the clock for this third quarter. And it's not good. Not good at all, folks, for the Lakers. And looking to kick the PAT after his own touchdown. He nailed it. He nailed it. 28-7. 3-score game. The Lakers are going to have essentially a perfect performance going forward. They're going to have to score in this drive quickly, get the ball back, score again quickly, and at that point they will still be short a touchdown, but hopefully with about 6 minutes left and in a position to maybe send this game to overtime. That's my last hope. I understand, Zach. I understand. They are in the third, but they do have the fourth quarter to work on a couple drives if they're able to get the ball back. And a kickoff here from Zixter again. The ball is flubbed a little bit, but the Lakers land on it. I believe that is Lundergan. Really an unsung hero tonight. Not only a few touches, but he keeps finding himself involved. Usually a lot more focus of this offense, but we've seen Procaccini be the favored tonight. Procaccini taking it up the middle. And that's about a 3-yard gain. Bringing us to second down. Keeping the clock moving. With about a minute and 40-second left. Approaching the fourth quarter. And a toss to Procaccini again. He's finding a hole. He's got a blocker. Good blocks by number 6, Caden Sear, deep down the field, allowing Procaccini to sneak just enough and get that first down. Moving the chains, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Oh, I guess the clock's moving. So maybe he wasn't out of bounds. I don't know. Sear deep to the right. Procaccini in the backfield. Canessa under center, handing it off. And he's able to get a little bit of room there. Getting a little bit of traction. Up to the... a little past the 50-yard line. Second down. 30 seconds left in the quarter. The Laker cheerleaders telling him to move that ball. Canessa handing it off to Procaccini again. He's got some room. He's got some moment. He's got some momentum for the moment. And he is down. Past the first down line, though. Moving the chains. Late in this game, Procaccini is really putting the team on his back here, as the Lakers are trying to make something happen. He's able to get past the line of scrimmage just barely. Like about a yard gain on that play for the second. And with the third quarter coming to an end, Stang, 28 points, Lakers, 7. We will be back on LakeCAM. And back in the fourth, Canessa looking to fire. Shut down. Attended for Lundgren, and that is number 8 on the Spartans, Ellsworth, with a really good defensive game tonight. Bringing them to third down. Lakers need a crucial first down here. Just under 12 minutes on the clock remaining in the game. 3 scores left. 3-score game left. And that is the younger Proc driven out of bounds. Not much of a gain. Bringing him to fourth down and short. And I got to say, folks, if they don't get this, it could be game over. The Spartans be in good position to milk the clock down to basically nothing, leaving the Lakers with a couple minutes to try to catch up 3 scores. Could be the last important play of the game here for the Lakers as they give it to Proc. And he might have got it. He might have got it there, folks. They might have to pull the chains out onto the field for the first time of the night. I think that's what they're calling for a first already. Number 11, Procaccini, keeping this game alive for our boys in blue. Clock's moving, though. Got to be mindful of that when you're down by 3 scores with only the 4th left. And ball is down at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like an upon-a-quit recovery, but that is not good. That's Procaccini, the older Procaccini, making the save, keeping the night alive for our Lakers. And Canessa rolling to the right, firing, out of bounds. Intended for Sear, but not complete. It was a good effort by our dogs, but it was nonetheless incomplete. bring us to 3rd and long, about 11 yards to go. And if they don't score here, it's really heartbreaking. Being about 20 yards shy of the end zone, you can smell it from where they are. They got to taste it this late in the game. They got to get some points here or this night might be over early. And thrown to nobody paying attention. That is going to be 4th down. And the Lakers are most likely going to be going for it. Knessa in the huddle with his coach. And another 4th down attempt for the Lakers. So we have Dubois, Figueroa, Sear, down deep. Knessa rolling left. He's got some pressure and he's firing. Too much zip on it, which is the story of the night for the pass game of the Lakers. And it's going to be a turnover, which very well could be the end of the game if the Spartans are able to manage this clock correctly. Even if they don't score, they could put the Lakers in a position where they only have a few minutes left to make a few scores. And haven't seen that before in my day of high school football. Has happened, but I haven't seen it, so. (28-7), just under 10 minutes. Under the center, Brock Winslow. Oliveira with the motion in the backfield. I think that was QB keep up the middle for a few. Making it 2nd down, and the clock's moving. Oh, that was Ramos with a carry up the middle. Forgive me, folks. And you can expect quite a few run plays as they are going to be looking to get that clock to keep ticking and ticking and ticking. Every single time you throw the ball, you're risking incompletion and the stop of the clock. So, especially since they got the lead, they're going to play it safe, not give the Lakers a position to kind of get this ball back in their hands and intercept it. Under the center, Oliveira making a motion, tossing to Henricks. He's got some movement and he's able to get the first. Looks like he might have went out of bounds, which will stop the play clock. Unless, I mean, I don't know. I think he was out of bounds. But I don't mind the clock moving as I am shivering deep in the stands, deep into this Lakeville game. You know, I had another jacket in my car, but I didn't bring it. Mistake, rookie mistake, as we got our motion in the backfield by Lyric Ramos. QB keeping it. Winslow's got some motion, and he is down hard by the Lakeville defense. Spartans moving the change, but Winslow is slow to get to his feet. That might be the dagger in the heart of the Lakers tonight as the chains are moving. And, I mean, he's tackled in bounds, so the clock should be moving once he's all good to go. Looks like he got his bell rung a tad there, but he should be good. Zach, you should be zooming in, bro. coming out of the huddle. Under center. Clock ticking. Pushing it up the middle for looks like a few yard gain. And a little bit of a scuffle on the ground. Looks like they had a different player under center. I could have been mistaken, as that was number 12, not too different from number 2. Number 12 is Jason Campbell, who looks to be the backup quarterback, which makes sense. You know, you got the lead, you're in good position, you got the momentum. The QB just got his bell rung. Let's give the backup a few reps. Handoff. Oh, and that was an interesting bounce. Campbell disappointed in himself after that outcome of that option play, which seems to be the go-to of the Spartans tonight. You know, really appreciate the handoffs this late in the game. I know the coaches can't hear me, but I'm letting them know somehow. Looks like we got Winslow back in. The Laker fans, the student section, are not giving up. Dropping deep is Winslow. Firing. He finds this man in Henricks for about 6 yards. They are on their 4th down, though. So you got to be thinking the Spartans might want to punt. You know, I mean, they could go for it, but they risk giving the ball back at half field, which is pretty good positioning for the Lakers. But if they punt, they give them probably about the 20, 10-yard line, which is a lot of room to work with 5 minutes left. Looks like they're going to go for it. And the play is blown up, not able to get that first, just crossing the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be turnover on downs. Just what I said, the worst possible scenario for the Spartans there. If they turn it down, they give them pretty ideal starting position. But being real, I don't think there's enough time for the Lakers to get this game back under control. We have just under 5 minutes left, and they still have 3 scores, and the Lakers haven't tasted the end zone since the opening of this game. And Knessa shut down in the backfield by number 56 and 52. I think that is Higgins to get the actual tackle. Number 56 helping him out in the backfield, Wally Fisher. And the Lakers are going to be quick out of the huddle. Knessa again. He's rolling, and he's able to fire, and he catches his man, Procaccini, for a few yard gain. Quick offense here from the Lakers. Oh, that was Horton, I believe, not Procaccini. Tyler Horton, 16. And Knessa fires again. We might see that on ESPN, folks, as Horton tips it to Dubois. You don't see that often, but that's what happens when you're rushing around out there. I got to commend the Lakers as they have a blown-up play with a missed snap. They're still fighting out there. They've got about 3.5 minutes left out there, but they're giving it their all. They're fighting like they got just one score difference right now. Canessa fires, and it's almost intercepted by Luke Oliveira for Bishop Stang. Heart-dropping moment for Paxton Canessa. So the clock is stopped as that was an incomplete pass with exactly 3 minutes 31 seconds left and a 3-score game with Stang leading 28-7. It is 3rd down and long for the Lakers. About 15 yards to go. Canessa flubs the snap again. And he is sacked. Making it about 4th and 25. Canessa rolling to the right, launching to the sideline. One-handed catch at the sideline. That was pretty sweet. Why has this kid got no pads on? Maybe there'd be a difference if 22 was on the field. And nonetheless, there is a turnover on the field. 3 minutes left. 3-score lead for the Spartans as they look to send us home so we can go warm up, maybe eat some food on this chilly Friday night in Lakeville. And we got the backup. I think that's Josh Campbell out again, which makes sense. You know, really nothing left at stake right now. He's just trying to keep the win. Good to get this kid some reps. And a handoff is going to be shut down at the line of scrimmage. That is Procaccini and Procaccini on the shutdown. Second and 10. Moving clock. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Campbell under center. Motion in the backfield. Lyric Ramos shut down at the line of scrimmage. Lakers might get another chance. 3rd and 10 here. Lakers might get another chance at, putting that ball in the end zone. Don't think they can win, but a 14-28 score looks better than 7-28. I'll tell you. It's that weird double digits that makes it look like you didn't get smoked that bad. Spartans coming out the huddle. Campbell under center. Couple of options on the right. Man tripping on his own shoelace in the backfield, and about nothing gained on that. Number 5, tripped up by John Cena. Bringing us 4th down, and there's a flag. Dang, I hope it's not on me. Something must have happened while I was making jokes, but there was unsportsmanlike conduct. Don't think it's going to amount to much here, as I lose fingers and feeling in my fingers. Late in this 4th, clock's moving, thankfully. Gotta commend our boys in blue tonight. They're still playing like they're down by a couple points, even though they're down by a couple scores. Gotta love to see it. Handoff up the middle. Not for much. That's going to be a turnover on downs, giving the Lakers the ball with about 38 seconds left. You know what, boys? Let's just throw it deep. Let's go for it. What do you got to lose, says Canessa in the shotgun. Looking to fire. Over Dubois. And many Laker fans looking to beat the traffic tonight. Shotgun formation again. Canessa bringing out the rifle. He fires. And leads a little bit too much on Procaccini. Bringing us 3rd and 10. 30 seconds left. 3-score game. 4th quarter. I got no circulation in my fingers. It is cold. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Procaccini. He's got some room. He's got some motion. He's got some momentum. And he will go all the way. You know, I think the Lakers got a chance, folks. Interesting game for number 11. He started this game scoring. He said, dang it, I'm going to end this game scoring. And Sear looking to capitalize and make it look a little bit nicer on the scoreboard. And we got 19 seconds left. 2-score game. Too little, too late for the Lakers. But I got to commend the boys in blue. Clearly playing like they're down by 2 points and like there's still some hope left. Just got back into it a little too late tonight. We'd like to shout out President Kalen Desert, or Principal, not President, Kalen Desert, for being in attendance all game tonight, bundled up with the fans, showing some Lakers spirit. I called it President. Hopefully I can edit that out in the post-production as we kick off. 19 seconds left. Let's, yeah, he's sliding. And that will bring us to hopefully one play left. Good old handshake, and we'll call it a night here at Griffith Field. I'm hearing that there's still time. There's still a chance. Got a blown up play here. Score real quick. $14 seconds left. Looking like a Neal. Is that Campbell or is that Winslow out there? I think that's Winslow. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a chilly night and a disappointing loss for the Lakers. A few weeks from now, we will be having the Thanksgiving game, which we will be covering, so stay tuned for that. I would check my phone, but my fingers are too cold. Matthew Shinney on the call. Zachary McMahon on the cam. Thank you for having us. And we will be with you next time here on LakeCAM. Good night.